So yesterday we went shopping. Moon said she wants to go shopping. All right, let's go. So we at the mall now. She's walking into Aritzia. I said, no. Keep walking. I said, keep walking.
Even as a kid, I remember looking for change in the couch, like when if my mom would have like quarters or something like that in the couch. Moon, there's quarters, 20's. Listen, sometimes I walk around the house, I find like $10, $20 worth of change. She does not care.
That change would have been gone if that was me. Trust me.
Raise a glass for your best friend. If that's your best friend.
Welcome back to the Sometimes I Can't Stand You podcast. I'm Merika.
Nardo.
And today's episode
is brought to you by actually today's is brought to you by
Stop. Oh my God, he did not bring this out here. What? Tell them why. Tell them what you did with it.
So listen.
Yeah,
you
get
know,
ready.
so my Croc, I'm getting ready, and my Crocs
you wiped them off, but they were still dusty.
Well, dusty because I haven't worn them in a while, so they've been like kind of crusty. Actually, it's from overwearing. They've been like a little old, So we pull out this the wife said, try the oil. I was actually gonna use some Vaseline. I use Vaseline. I use Vaseline before. It makes it shiny. So he told me to use a pump.
Oil.
The spray oil. Listen.
Like, there's some spray one in there. Spray it on. Come on, she will shine.
She will shine and give me a nice little shine.
Don't kill me.
Came out walking different. But yeah, it's brought to you. Today's podcast is brought to you by
olive oil.
Olive oil.
So, Jerome, do you have questions or okay? Let me tell you something. No, yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
We went shopping. We brought Moon shopping, right?
Yeah.
Talk about spoiled kids, okay? And how we brought them back. Let's talk about that, okay? So yesterday we went shopping. Moon said she wants to go shopping. All right, let's go. Get some summer clothes. So we at the mall now. She's walking into Aritzia. I said, no. Keep walking. I said, keep walking. I said, you wait until you come with your dad to walk into that store. Let's try Forever 21, Urban Planet. Let's go there first.
Oh, she's well though.
Walking straight to Aritzia. I don't have one thing from Aritzia. Not one thing. And you know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
So we go to Forever 21. We go to Urban Planet. We go to all those places. And first we went to, because it was close, we went to American Eagle. I said, all right. Can try American Eagle. Listen, we said, okay. I said, okay, we can try American Eagle, just see what's in there. She sees these shorts, because she needs summer clothes. She sees these jean shorts that she likes. I said, okay, try them on. It's like buy one, get one 50% off. I said, okay, try it on. She tries it on. They look cute in her. I said, all right, they're cute, but let's go to Forever 21 Urban Planet, see if we can find something cheaper, and if anything, we'll come back, right? So we go to Forever 21, all these places, but she's not, I don't see nothing in her. I don't like it because her mind is set on the freaking American Eagle stuff. I don't like anything in here. I don't want anything. I don't like anything. No, spoil.
And every one of her pants and every one of her shirts is like almost $100.
Okay. So I'm like, fine. We really did not see any shorts like that anywhere else, right? So I'm like, okay, fine. Let's go back downstairs and go to American Eagle and get it. So she picks up because it's buy one, get one 50% off. I said, okay, get one, two. Yeah. And then she saw this top she wanted. I said, all right, fine, right? We go to the checkout. The top is $29, babe, for this little spaghetti strap, no piece of top. I said, no, take that top out. Take it out. Take it out. Because the two pants comes out like $100. It's like $50. I said, no, take the top out. If the top was something special, I would have let her get it. Yeah. And I even feel bad now after I'm thinking, oh, I should go back and make her get the top. But if $29 for a spaghetti strap top, like a cotton top.
But you know what? I don't.
You can take her back and get the top.
You know what? I don't feel bad. I don't feel that bad about getting it because for me to buy clothes myself,
it's expensive.
Everything's expensive.
Well, not me.
Exactly. But men's. That's crazy. Men's clothes are so expensive. But kids' clothes, it could be the same. Women's clothes could be the same.
She wears women's expensive.
But hold on. if we're gonna talk about women's stuff, she doesn't wear regular women's stuff. She wears Hasididi women's stuff.
Yeah, because her chest is high. Because we broke her bud. Taking her to Roots on a random day after school to buy Roots jogging pants. Like, what the hell?
But hey, mind you, I just got her the pants, not the. Go watch. You know what? The funny thing is.
Is this how you justify it?
Yes, it is. Cause you know what? I just got the pants. Cause you know what? Actually, we went for the hoodie, right? And she's like, oh, let me just. Oh, she's like, she sees the hoodie, right? What here I know. Oh, so I just do you have the one with the roots on the back?
Yeah, she's been looking for that. Been looking for those pants.
So I'm like, so I already see exactly what she's planning already. Cooking already, right? Yeah. So she takes both of them in to try them on now. She knows what the first one feels like because she just tried it on over her clothes.
Yeah.
So she took the second one there and tried them on. So I'm like, okay, watch them. Watch it now. She goes in there. She puts them on. She's like, oh, Dad, you look so nice. Opens the door. Oh, I love it. I'm like, glove in it. So I look at the price and like each. There's $100 for
each.
Yeah. $100 each. Someone, listen.
I didn't get a pair of Roots pants until I was grown, and you bought them for me for Christmas on a special occasion. She's getting Roots on a special random Wednesday afternoon. Yeah. That's what. But honestly, I'm telling you, people don't have kids when you're young. No. Because my son's like, she's spoiled. You think I could ever? Talking about, yeah, mommy, wait to get my I'm gonna write my birthday list. When are you gonna get this stuff all on my birthday? I'll get all the stuff for my birthday. When are you gonna start shopping for my birthday? Raheem's like, I've never had a birthday list in my life. I said, yeah, Raheem, well, you know what? That's what happens when you have a young parent. I'm like, listen, people don't have kids until you're in your 30s.
Well, I'm sure some young parents do that though.
I guess, but I didn't. Babe, but no, it's different. There's a stark difference of having kids in your 20s. Well, for me personally, I can't talk for myself, that in your 20s and but I've heard other people say it too. Because in your 20s, you're still discovering who you are.
Yeah.
Forget about then having to look after somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You're still discovering who you are. Now in my 30s and my 40s, I'm more settled down. I'm not I'm not, and I'm to be 100%, I'm not. Like in my 20s, I'm still
selfish.
Yes. You're still selfish to a certain extent. Now I don't have, and you're still like, what's the word I'm looking for? Were you
like finding yourself?
No, I'm not like worried about what I look like. Yeah, I'm still gonna look nice. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not as worried about superficial. You know what I'm saying? And care about clothes. Like I still don't, get me wrong, look nice. But if Moon takes all my clothes. She takes all my stuff and I don't care. Before, in my 20s, if you're younger and take my stuff, no, because I hold value to those things. That's the thing. I don't hold value to material things anymore. So Moon takes all my stuff. Well, I don't care. Yeah. I don't care.
But how I think about buying stuff like for her, like I would randomly buy something like that for myself. Even when I was younger, I would randomly go outside and buy something like that.
Oh, your chest is high. I don't shop in Aritzia. I don't have Aritzia money. Listen, these things I have on right now.
Hold on.
Another time I went to Aritzia. I saw these pair of pants. My cousin had them, and I saw them. I'm like, oh, that's nice, right? She got their TNA pants from Aritzia. I said, oh, those are nice. I want those, right? Just lounge pants, but they were cute, right? So I'm like, I said, I'm gonna treat myself, okay, and get these pants for myself. So one day we're driving. I said, oh, babe, let's go to the outlet mall, and I want to go to Aritzia to see. I'm even going to the outlet to see if I can get it cheaper, okay, to see if I can get these pants. I found the pants, tried them on. I don't love them. You know what I'm saying? Who do I end up buying something for? Who do I end up going to Aritzia and coming out with something for? Can anybody guess, guys? Write in the comments below. Who do you think I ended up getting something for? Moon! Okay? From Aritzia, but they're on sale. But that's not the point. I'm just telling you, as a parent, like, yeah.
But I think that, I don't know, even as parents, even for me to buy gifts for myself, it's not as satisfying to buy gifts for myself as it usually was as before.
And that's what I mean. We're not as materialistic. We don't business.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not as satisfying. I don't get satisfaction. I get satisfaction to see like when she's happy about it, when she puts it on, and she goes to school, and then she starts smiling, and she goes outside.
She feels good about herself. Yeah.
But and another point to kind of segue off this, like, when you're talking about the pants at you
Oh
want to buy.
yeah.
Hold
I didn't finish my story.
You want to finish? You want to finish your
Go
story?
ahead. Go ahead. No, I don't want you to forget. I don't want you to forget. Go ahead.
I won't finish it. Go ahead. I won't forget.
No, okay, no, but quick. And then I ended up going and finding it cheaper in H&M for $19.99, but I like them better. But I'm just trying to show you.
But what I'm saying is this, right? I think it's about who's wearing the pants, not the brand of the pants.
I agree. Right? I was never into name brand.
Because you know what? I seen those pants. If I thought those pants looked good on you, I would have bought them.
Yeah, I know.
For sure, 1,000,000%. But like those pants
look way better.
Yeah, I love those pants. I look the way those pants fit on you. The ones that you wore at Aritzia.
They were. They didn't. Yeah, they were.
I don't know what kind of flat body pants those were.
Listen, no pants ever look flat body.
No, but you know, it's just like.
They didn't. No, they didn't fit.
It wasn't flattering.
That's the thing. Yeah, if I loved them, I would. I didn't love them, so I'm like, I didn't love.
I don't think it was for like.
It wasn't
curve.
worth it.
It wasn't for curve.
Maybe women.
For maybe curve, right? Because they kind of hung. They didn't like.
They didn't fit me because you know what the thing is. My waist is smaller than my big booty problem, so the length. I'm very average height. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't like when pants are short. So for me to get the length that I need, I have to get a size up. You understand? But to fit me properly, I need a medium. Like a medium could fit me, but the length and the bottom it didn't. That's why. So it wasn't working.
So it's more around your hips.
Yeah, I'm like it fit me here, but the length and like but that's why it wasn't fitting me properly because it was loose. Like I still needed a medium could fit, but the length and stuff wasn't it. It just wasn't a good fit. These are a way better fit. $19.99. But I was never a name brand thing. Me and my girls, anytime I used to go shopping, our budget was $19.99. I'm not buying anything. And we used to look cute all the time. Trust me. Don't need to buy name brand. When I started talking to you, you were into name brand stuff.
I was.
Okay.
I was super name brand stuff.
Yeah.
Super duper name brand stuff. Like it was my thing. Holt Renfrew was my friend. Me and Holt was very good friends.
Hi.
Very good friends. And even though I look at pictures like back in the day of me and see what I used to dress like. I don't know if you've seen that picture of me and Tayden one time when I was wearing my black sweater.
I was
wearing a black sweater. It was like a tight kind of black sweater with like crosses. But it's upstairs anyways. Even looking at myself back then, I was wearing that. I was wearing an iceberg belt. Like I know that's what I was wearing. I know it was like $400. $1,000,000. Iceberg belt, shoes.
I've never worn a $400 piece of clothing in my life. Piece of clothing in my life.
That's crazy. I know. No. But now even when I think about it, I'm like, it's a waste of money. Like gonna buy it for like, and that stuff I don't even know where it is right now.
See?
I think about even like I'm like, where's that?
See?
Where's that? Where's that watch I was wearing? I don't know where.
Because you didn't hold value to it, so you never took care of it. It was like nothing to you.
Exactly.
You didn't know, because it was so easy to get. It's like, oh, whatever. Like you didn't really, you know what I'm saying?
Well, hold on. Do you think that what do you think about? Because it's a weird kind of catch-22. I would like raising moon, but sound like you're raising a horse, but not raising.
Raising your kids.
But raising feels like you're raising animals. But
that's what they say. No, you raise your kids, raising a daughter. They say that's the word used. Raising your daughter. Go ahead.
Yeah, cultivate.
Raising your daughter. You always want to use the.
a better term.
Like some kind of exotic word.
No, it's cultivating is better. I feel like it's
raising your daughter. You cultivate plants.
Cultivate plants because it's a beautiful thing. You're cultivating a beautiful thing, right? I like the way that sounds. You have to water it. You have to water it. Make sure it's nurtured.
You have to raise a child. That's what it is. That's the common term for raising.
When you're raising animals, you're
cultivating a child.
You're throw food in there.
No. Anyways, whichever cultivating. Go ahead.
Yeah, but anyways, what I was saying.
Raising.
Do you feel like it's it affects the way their perception of money and how things are.
I mean, we see it with her. Yeah. She listen, and I feel, and social media plays a big part because they see people going on these shopping sprees and going to Sephora and buying this and buying that, and they think that's what real life is, and it's not real life. If you hear what Moon wants to do for her birthday, it's like ridiculous. All her friends go to her and all her friends go to Canada's first go horseback riding, then go to Canada's Wonderland, and then she wants me to do the card thing. I did it for her last. She wants me to do that. Like, what?
That's a lot.
Listen, when I was growing up, birthday party was pool party. That was about it, and that was a lot than some other kids got. I remember poor Raheem for his birthday. One time, I made him a cake. I went to Costco, got hamburgers and hot dogs, and invited all the little kids on the street, and that was his birthday.
But you know what? I also think that's also a catalyst of why we're like this. Because it's a two-parent home.
Yeah,
it's completely different.
1,000,000%.
Two-parent home is completely different. I think
%.
if one don't spoil, the other one will.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm telling you, age plays a huge part in it. Age plays a huge part in it. I feel like we don't even have the energy to like, argue with her sometimes. Like, all right, fine, Moon, okay.
Really, I don't even.
And I appreciate. Like, I think because I think, as you said, it's nice to buy her things that she wants. You know what I'm saying? And if you can do it, then I enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
I definitely enjoy.
That's how you feel,
I definitely enjoy.
And the pants for American Eagle were nice still. And if I could afford to buy it for her, hey, why not?
Yeah.
You know?
It's not this, because the thing about her is, like, she wants specific things. It's not like she doesn't buy like a whole bunch of stuff here, there. No, she wants a specific sweater, specific pants, specific shirt.
Yeah.
Everything's very specific with her.
Well, that sounds like you.
Yeah, so I understand
You get
that.
it.
I get it. It's not like every day I gotta take her to the mall, because she doesn't like to go to the mall every day.
No,
she just likes to go she doesn't like, you know what I like about her? She doesn't like to spend a lot of time in the mall either. She wants to get what she comes here and get, gone.
Yeah,
go about her business.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. I like going over there. She's like, I'm not spending too much time there. Get what I want and go. And it's very specific.
Well, there's a shirt in American Eagle that she wants that you need to go get for her.
But you know what? When I realized that, I definitely broke. Because you know what? The first shirt, the first store that I brought her in was.
You brought her in Aritzia?
Yeah, I brought her in was Aritzia.
I've never even been in that store.
Yeah.
Like, before Moon. I don't think I've ever even, maybe I have, but not to look really to buy any. Like, I don't think I've never bought anything out of Aritzia.
Yeah. And it's
so
crazy.
I'm like, oh no, I look at the price, it's like $30 for a top. No, put that back. Like, $50 for a top.
You know what the funny thing?
Not even $50 for a top.
You know what the funny thing is? Even as a kid, I remember looking for change in the couch. Like when if my mom would have like couch, try to find some kind of couch or quarters or something like that in the couch. Moon, there's quarters, 20's. Listen, sometimes I walk around the house, I find like $10, $20 worth of change. She does not care.
That change would have been gone if that was me. Trust me.
She doesn't care about that. She has all kinds of jars full of coins and all kinds. She doesn't care about it. She has no value. But I think that's something that we have to
But as I remember, I was telling you, babe, after one time, we can't reverse it now.
Like, it's bad.
You're about to say we need to do what?
It's bad.
It is what it is.
I feel like it's bad, but it's not that bad.
Only thing I feel like we need to do more with her is make her do more to earn the money. Like, do more chores. Like, she does well in school, which is why you do buy her these things, and well in sports, and she tries hard. You know what I'm saying? But I think she needs to do more chores around the house. Wash the dishes.
No, definitely.
But she's been asking me to do that Mido thing. Remember? And I never kept up with it.
Well, definitely. But I think that because you haven't been like consistent with telling her to do other things. You know what I'm saying? Because I know who you are. Once you come home from work, you do anything. It's this. This is you.
No, that's what I do when I come home from work. That's what I do.
No, you do what you do. You cook the food, cook dinner, and then this.
That's what I do.
And then
I come home and cook dinner.
What does it you do?
What time do I cook dinner, baby? See, this is.
What else you listen? You listen. You cook. Listen. You cook. So what else do you do besides cook dinner?
That's all. When's the last? Okay, let me start. How many times a week does Moon have soccer?
Listen.
What?
Hold on. Listen.
Yes. Can we go in steps?
Listen.
Can you answer? You're not answering my question.
Listen. Hold on one second.
How many times a week does Moon have soccer? You didn't answer my question.
Can you hold your horses? Can you hold your horses? Because right now you're interrupting me. You're interrupting me.
I'm not.
You're interrupting.
You're saying hold on.
You're going back and forth. We're going, but you can't go back and forth. Listen. You have your chance to talk.
But I asked you a question. You didn't answer me.
Listen. Do you know what? Listen. I swear, Jerome. What? listen, and people, you could attest to this, right? I like to sit down and let her talk and let her finish what she's saying. She doesn't like to do the same thing. See, even right now, even as I'm talking,
now you're gaslighting me.
Even though I'm talking right now, she's still saying that.
But you're gaslighting me.
You see that right now? You see it right now? She's still jumping in between what I'm saying, even though I'm trying to. She don't even let me get my point across. As soon as I say something, she needs to get whatever it is that's in her head. Look, see,
no,
again,
because you never answered my question.
You see, again, you see that? You see that?
Gaslighting me right now. Because he didn't answer my question.
How much, like I always say, how much camera time does she want? How much camera time does she want?
Right.
How much? I don't know. How much camera time does she want?
Well, this goes into my first question. What's the one thing you wish the other?
Questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, but he didn't answer my question yet.
What's the one thing you wish the other understood better about how you're feeling lately?
Lately?
Or just how you're feeling?
Or how you feel?
Yes.
What do I wish you understood more about how I feel lately?
No, just round up to how you feel, not lately.
What do I wish you understood more about how I feel? I feel like that's such a big question. Like, I don't, how do you mean, how do I, okay, you answer it. Let me see what you have to say.
No, but he asked you.
He asked both of us.
No.
Both of you.
He didn't ask me, he didn't say Merika, he asked both of us. And I was trying to understand the question.
You don't understand the question?
What do you understand? What do I feel like you should, only thing that I don't feel is, and it's just, I feel like it's never going to change. And that's what, I feel like it's close to what we were just talking about right now. When he doesn't appreciate what I do around the house, or he doesn't see all the things, he thinks everything he does is more than what I do.
Is that what I think?
Yes. That's what you express.
You know what she said? She said something just now while we're at behind the scenes. She says, "I don't feel as if," and I don't feel as if she's pulling her own weight.
She did say that. Yes.
Did you not say that?
Yes, yes, I did it because I feel as if that because people, this is a self-sufficient podcast, meaning that we do everything independently here.
In-house, not self-sufficient.
No, it's the right word. You said the right word.
Self-sufficient is not the right
word? Yeah, self-sufficient is the right word.
Okay.
Okay. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I mean, right? Again. Yeah. Again, doing the same thing.
We need more estrogen in this place.
Again, right? Okay, it needs more estrogen. I think you have enough estrogen for both of us.
No.
You do.
No.
He literally said the right word. Self-sufficient is
you do. So listen.
And it's your brother. So it's a man and your brother. So he's gonna believe this. He's gonna agree with everything that you say.
You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying? Again, right? Again, you see what I'm saying? Again. You think you need more of this? Listen, if there was more of this, I wouldn't need to be here. I'll just come and sit where Jerome's sitting right there. You guys both can sit here, because the amount of talk that she talks, trust me. And I let you talk. I love to hear you talk. Let you talk. I'm
not gonna talk. We're gonna see how entertaining this podcast is. Go on.
Our entertainer is getting well entertaining right now. We're talking about you, right?
Go ahead.
Anyways, so Jerome, like I was saying, but for me, because that bleeds into the answer to that question, right? Because I feel as if that she doesn't take in consideration of how much work I'm actually putting in order to get this podcast where it needs to be. It's a lot of work, and mind you, it's not like I'm home all day doing nothing. I have to be someplace else. I have another job that I have to do. I have another business I have to take care of, and then I have to leave from there, right? And there's one is either have to pick up Moon, right, or make arrangements to pick up Moon, right? Why you open your eyes? Is that not true? Is that not true? Don't have to call you and say, can you ask your dad if you could pick her up today? Mom,
you call me.
Listen,
you call me.
No, do not. I don't call you.
You call me?
Yes. Oh my God. There's times this I called you. It's not every time, but it's times I call you. Listen, stop. There's times I call you and I say, like, she called your dad, and you say to me, oh, why didn't you call me from earlier? Yes or no? Yes or no? Just say yes or no.
There's times. There has been a time.
Okay.
There's been one time.
My God. One time. My God. Listen. Okay. Listen. Okay. Listen. And I always have to make it, because I have to tell you, because the arrangement has to work around my schedule, right? Either I'm going to pick her up because you can't pick her up, right? Can you pick her up? Can you pick her up?
He's so delusional.
Can you pick her up?
Nope.
Can you pick her up?
Nope.
So it's either me, right? It's either me or mom or your dad, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So
you see how you asked me a question I answered? Do you see how that works?
Hold on one second.
Do you see how that
Hold on one second.
I should have said, look.
Hold on one second.
Listen. That's what I should say. Listen.
You're doing it
That's
right now.
how you answer the question.
You're doing it right now. You're answering my question, but your answer comes with more rebuttal.
No, it's just, go on.
Exactly. Thank you. So anyways, as I was saying before, my train of thought was interrupted. What was I saying just now, Joe? So, yeah. So I have to make, these arrangements have to be made around what I'm doing, right? So mind you, even after that room, I have to come home, whether I'm picking up Moon, yes or no. Come home, we have to start edits and do whatever we need to do, right? That takes a lot of time. And mind you, I'm already tired already from what I'm doing already. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So I have to come here and make sure that that's sorted out. And when she's saying that she has to drop off Moon, take Moon to soccer, it's just now, since everything's really ramped up, like the editing and a lot of stuff's really ramped up, that I'm saying that, you know what, I need to kick back here and do this work to get this off, right? So I need you to go do this. Because usually I'm the one that will take Moon to soccer.
By yourself?
You come, yes you do. We both go together. Yes.
But now I just go by myself.
But now, as of lately,
I go by myself,
as of the past 2 weeks,
yeah.
It's not every day.
Yeah.
It hasn't been every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and just like I took her on Friday night, who took her there?
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Right? And let me show you how crazy it gets when it comes to her and not understand, right? Watch this now. So I have a conversation with her. I say, she's going to dinner with her mom, right? Are you hearing me wrong?
No, that's not what happened.
Hold on one second.
Talk what?
Why? Hold on one second.
It's my mom's birthday.
It's her mom's birthday. Yes, it's her mom's birthday. I fully understand that. I am fully with it. Yes. So I say to her, you know what? Moon has soccer at 8:00, right? So I said, okay, you know what? I'd want Moon. I guess Moon. I know Moon would love to be there, right?
Can we talk about how did you find out?
Hold on one second.
I brought it to you, right?
Hold on one second.
Did I bring it to you?
Hold on one second.
Because you're not talking the full story.
Yes, I'm talking the full story.
No, you're not. You're missing the part of it.
What's the part I'm missing? You want to tell me what I'm missing?
Yes. The part where I came to him and I said, babe, it's my mom's birthday on Friday. I can't bring Moon to soccer. You're going to have to bring her.
Okay.
That part.
Okay. Well, and then I said to you this, right? Listen. Moon, okay, I think Moon should be able to go there and spend like half an hour. This is exactly what I said. I said, Moon, go half an hour and you could drop her to soccer afterwards.
Did not hear that.
Oh my God.
Did not hear that part.
And then I said to, this is what I said to her, Rome. I said, before I even said that, I said, how far is the soccer, listen, how far is the soccer place? I said, listen, Rome, I said, how far is the soccer place from that? She said, it's right there, it's right by it. She says it's right by it.
What conversation?
She says it's right by it. Rome, hold on, Rome, she says it's right by it. Rome, so hold on. So did you not say it was right by it?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
I don't remember.
Yes or no? Okay,
maybe.
Okay, she says maybe, that means yes. Okay, so hold on. So now listen to this now, Rome, right?
Because I refuse to believe you're that creepy.
Are you listening to this
that
right
you
now?
made up this whole conversation in your head. So maybe I probably did say
Are you listening to this now, Rome? Listen to drama now, Rome. Listen to drama.
Already.
Listen to drama now.
Already.
Listen to drama now. So now, she calls me at 7:58.
Oh.
Moon says soccer at 8:00. She calls me at 7:58, bro.
It says what?
And says, are you still gonna pick up Moon? I'm like, huh? Mind you, guess what I'm doing? Rome, am I sitting down sleeping? Guess what I'm doing, Rome? Editing. I'm working on our podcast. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting the work in for the podcast while she's there. I understand what she's doing. Yes, she's not having fun. She's there with her mom. Yes, I understand. But I'm here editing.
Right.
Getting this off where it needs to be to, right? She calls me at almost 8:00, asking me if I want to jump home. I'm like, what? So now I'm saying, okay. So I have no time to like register what I'm saying. So I'm like, okay, you know what?
Tell them what you did.
Okay.
Tell them what you did.
I stop what I'm doing.
Tell them what you did.
Hold on. Park the car. So hold on. I stop whatever I'm doing. But my mom get dressed, fly out. Mine. When I came out from where I didn't shower, nothing, I just went right to the computer.
Nasty.
Boom, like this, right?
Nasty.
Right? So
Nasty.
I throw on my clothes, bum. Yes. Nasty, yes. So to throw on my clothes, wrong, right? Bum, gone. I go to the so I go to the restaurant. Boom, fly to the restaurant. Traffic, blah blah blah. Made it there like in like 15 minutes, right? So now I pick up. I'm actually going the wrong way. I drove this is how the story gets even more interesting. I'm not even pennying that she knows where the thing is. So I'm going the wrong way. So I'm going up Queen to make I'm going up to make a right. No, she says no. Hey, turn around. You have to go this way and go right that way to get to where you need to get to. So obviously she knows where it is, right? So now I make that turn and groom. When I get to the place, guess how long it takes me to get there? 5 minutes.
Oh.
From where she is. So mind you, it takes me almost 20 minutes to get from here to go pick her up.
Oh, so you have to pass where she is and then go there?
No, I have to go. No, it's just
takes longer. What he's saying is like he had to leave our house, come to the restaurant, and then take her. He's saying I was only 5 minutes away.
And it was 5 minutes away from where she was. So she could have took Moon, dropped her Moon off, left her there, and came back to the restaurant.
But it took you 20 minutes.
But did she think of that?
Right.
Dun dun dun.
I was at dinner with my mom.
Hey, you what I said? 5 minutes, right?
Okay,
5 minutes.
But okay, my
5
bad.
minutes.
My bad.
So you let me drive all the way over here and come over here for 5 minutes?
I didn't think it was going to take 5 minutes.
Because you weren't thinking.
You were supposed to take her to soccer. That's all I knew, that you were supposed to take her to soccer because I was out for my mom's birthday.
That's what you knew. Or these are things that you're making up in your head.
No, you just admitted that at the beginning. I said, babe, you have to take her to soccer.
And then I said to you, where is the place? And you said the place was right next to it.
You said you were going to pick her up.
And I said, Moon should spend there half an hour.
You'll pick her up and take her to soccer.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's what I thought.
So hold on 1 second. Rome, let's rewind back the tape now.
Okay.
She says,
I'm under duress.
Hold on. She says, I was supposed to let her spend half an hour there, right? And pick her up.
Yeah.
So why call me at 7:58?
Because this is what I assumed, that you were just knew that she was at, because you knew that, because if it was up to me, I wouldn't have made her go to soccer.
I know. You know why?
Can I finish?
You know what?
See?
You know what?
Okay, go ahead.
You know what?
Go ahead. You're me now.
What?
Are we changing roles now? Because you're doing the same thing.
Tell him why. Tell the camera why.
Because he's more strict when it comes to soccer than I am, right? Like he is more militant in general than me. I'm more laid back. You know what I'm saying? And this is being transparent. Like I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm just saying how I am. I'm fully aware of how I am. You know what I'm saying?
And you're trying to get better, obviously. Right?
Yes.
You're trying better.
Yes. But I'm just saying that.
You tell him that too. You gotta tell me you're trying to get better too.
Yes, obviously.
Because these are flaws you need to work on.
So I wouldn't have made her go to soccer, but he said she can't miss soccer. She needs to go. Okay, fine. She can go for half an hour to the birthday, but she's gonna still take her to soccer. She still has to go to soccer. No problem. So I'm waiting because Moon were there. Moon's like, Mommy, do I even have to go to soccer? I'm like, yes. I said, but Daddy's come to get you. So just be quiet. Just wait until if he doesn't, whenever he calls, he calls.
Oh, the true story comes out now. Thank you, Lord.
But
Lord,
whenever you say you're on your way to come, you're on your way to come.
You.
But then 8 o'clock came and I said, you know what? 8 o'clock came and I said, you know what? Let me cover my ass and make it seem like I don't care. And I called it 8. I said, babe, are you not coming for her? Yeah, that's what.
Rome, are you hearing this, Rome?
Mm-hmm.
You're not hearing this right now. You heard the story come to boom? Holy, the story come to boom right now, bro.
Yeah.
And you see,
but I still thought you were coming to get her.
So what I was saying,
I thought you were coming.
Absolutely right.
No, but I thought you were coming. That's the thing. I thought you were just allowing it. I thought you were knew that she was that thing, so you weren't as strict. Okay, you know I'm gonna come. I thought that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Rome,
genuinely thought.
Rome, I'm spending money. It's not cheap for her to practice, Rome.
Right.
So every time she misses.
Has she ever missed?
Listen, every time
One time, that's because she was sick.
Yes, listen. Every time she misses, that's money that I spent that is not used.
Out the window.
That's out the window.
Has she ever missed me?
Why would she miss?
Exactly.
I wouldn't allow her to miss.
Okay,
I don't allow her to miss.
Factor.
I don't allow her to miss.
We're both on the same page with that.
No, we're not.
How?
You just said it. You just admitted that we're both not on the same page.
No, I said.
You said you would allow. Just let me just see it, and then after you're like, let me just cover my ass at the end.
Yeah.
That's because you would have allowed it.
Yeah, I would have.
But exactly.
It's just one day. And it's not for no reason. Not like she's tired or she doesn't want to go. No, I don't ever. If Moon just tired, I never let her make excuses for that. But it was my mom's birthday. But that's fine. She still went for a little bit, and she's fine because we're doing something else. That's okay. But I'm just trying to say, you're more militant. I admitted that. That's what I started my sentiment with, that you are more militant when it comes to things than me. I'm more laid back. And I'm going to circle back to, it always circles back to, that's why me and you get along, because you are a stronger personality than me, or we wouldn't. Yeah. It's a good thing. We're yin and yang. Yeah, it's a good thing.
If you don't follow my lead, things fall apart.
But the
if you don't follow my lead,
ignore what we're saying.
Hold on. Hold on. If you don't follow my lead, things fall apart.
Sure. But the difference between me and him is, you see how he says that he feels that I don't take into consideration. Those words have never come out my mouth, right? But I have a reason to feel like he doesn't take into consideration the things I do, because he says it. He says it. It's not like he does. It's not like I say, oh, he never appreciates what I do, because he never says, oh, babe, good job. No, he fully tells me, you're not holding your weight. You don't do enough. You tell me those things all the time. So so you saying that, oh, I never once said to you that I don't appreciate all the stuff you're doing. I never once said it, or I never said you're not doing enough. Those words have never come out my mouth, but you have said it. So that's why I feel it.
And yes, but you should feel it, because you know what? Because you know why you should feel it?
Why?
Because you weren't. And a lot of things that I told you for you to do in order to get this podcast where it needs to be to, I had to tell you to do those things.
But the thing is,
hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Can I finish?
But yes, let me finish though. Hold on. These are things, if you are invested in something, you should take the initiative and say, you know, like, what is it that you need? I see there's a lot of work happening right now. Right? I see you're working until 2 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning, breaking your head, doing all this stuff in order for you to get where it needs to. You understand? Making sure that you look good, making sure we both look good, make sure that everybody looks good. That's my job, right? To do that, right? Yes or no, right? And make sure that the content is where it needs to be, right? So you looking at that and you seeing that, I'd want you to be able to produce, to receive that and say, you know what, right? I see that you're working a lot. What else do you need? What can I do, right, in order to make your job a little bit easier? I never hear that from you.
But I'm not just saying editing. It's not like we have two computers to edit. Only you can edit. We can't both edit. Can we? We can both edit at the same time?
Oh my God.
I'm asking you a question.
Are you listen? And this
that's a genuine question.
And this is what I'm saying.
You're right. I'm being messed up. I'm being messed up.
Man, let me tell you. And this is the fact. I'm glad that she's being very clear. She's very, very clear. She's showing exactly who she is, so you see exactly what I'm dealing with on an everyday basis. So it's not, yeah, she's beautiful. You see all this is looks good.
That's all. That's all I do.
Looks good. That's not all she does. I'm messing with you. No, that's not all she does. But when it comes to her pulling her weight, a lot of times she falls short, a lot. But you know what? She is getting. I feel like she's getting a little bit better, but
it's way
what?
There's more work to do.
No, there's a lot more work to do. But you know what? I think that just like you said, in a relationship, there's always work to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I was looking at something the other day, like, and I feel like this is like, if your partner is like lacking in some way, right?
I
feel like it's your job to also help pick her up and pull you along with her.
I see. You sent it to me.
I sent it to you. Yeah. I sent that to you. I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing.
And I feel like I do the same with you in other ways, though. In other ways, that's the thing. I'm more of an emotional support, and he is more of a doer. And you understand? That's the thing. He is more of a doer, and I'm pretty sure. And I know I've said this on the podcast. I need a push. I've said it. Like, you tell me what to do, babe, I'll do it. You understand?
Yeah, I know. That's like I said. It's good that you like I said. But I understand that you need. It's just like some people need a trainer, right? Yeah. You like a person that needs a trainer. You need somebody to lead you. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So I am. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say follow the lead, right? 100%. And that's the reason why I say this, right? Even though I complain about it, right? It's still something that I still push you to do it. I say, like, listen. Even though sometimes I get frustrated, I'm still gonna be like, listen. Okay, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. Like, has it done yet? I feel like Bart Simpson. Are we done yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? I need to be on you so you see. Because I feel like a lot of times I feel like you don't understand your own potential, right? And I feel like I want you to see your potential because you're super smart. You know what I'm saying? But you don't utilize that. You utilize it for other things.
Can I say something?
Like, come here.
Because you're making it look okay. Yes, I agree with the podcast.
I'm making it look what?
That I come home and sit on the couch and go to sleep right after work, and that's not what happens.
I never said that.
You did.
I said you cook. Yeah, I see you come home. You
Hold
cook.
on, no, and I finish work.
You come home with the moon sometimes.
I finish work at 5 o'clock, and then depending on where Moon is, I have to go pick her up, right? From wherever she is. That's if you don't pick her up on that day, right? That's on the
based on the arrangements.
Yeah, exactly. Then I have to, but as soon as she comes home from some school, then I start prepping a little bit for dinner because dinner's not done yet, and then I have to bring her to soccer, right? And then
sometimes don't talk about you're talking about this week.
Okay,
you're just talking about this week.
Sure, sure. And then
hold on. I don't want you to use these 2 weeks that I'm doing work as some kind of catalyst to be like I'm the one that takes you to soccer that still happens. That's not what happens.
I go either way. If you go or if you don't go, I still go. I still go.
Same way.
Okay, exactly.
Same thing.
But no, it's either.
What? Really?
Wait, sometimes you will take it by yourself, but that's because I'm going to stay home and cook. We're always doing. It's not like I'm going to stay home and lie on the couch.
Well, what is it that you're doing by the time we come back?
What?
What is it you're doing by the time we come back? Hold on, I'm asking you. What is it? Would you like me to call your daughter right now and ask her? Would you like me to call your daughter right now so she?
But that's not the thing. I'm talking about. I come home and then I cook, and then at that time it's 10 o'clock at night.
No,
I'm tired. 9 o'clock.
9. You're gone. 9.
But Moon doesn't finish talking until 8:30. So if I come home and cook, sometimes it's late. It's late.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, me too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't wake up at 6 a.m. because babe, you wake up the same time as me. So me and you get up and get up at the same time every morning.
No, as of lately, I decided not to listen because I pick my schedule. If I don't want to wake up, I don't wake up early. But a lot
I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't.
Luxury.
I don't like. Thank you. I don't have that luxury. Sorry. So
yeah, but like I said, I usually do wake up early, right? But as of lately, I haven't been waking up early.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping in as of lately.
I know.
So let's just talk about as of lately. Don't talk about like what you've been doing.
But you
forever.
decide either way. Sometimes you'll get up and go early, get up and leave early. But majority of the time, you're not leaving early. It's only if you.
It's not majority. It's as of lately. As of lately.
Even before.
As of lately. You know why it's as of lately? Because I've been doing editing the pod, and it's been, like I said, I've been mentally and physically both tired.
You know what they say, babe? They say when your partner does it, relationships it is 50-50, but sometimes I may have 30, you may have 70. Sometimes you may have 70, I may have 30. But I would carry the whatever percentage you don't have, we carry each other. Yes, we do. End of story.
I think it's more like
guys. You see why I feel the way I feel, guys, because I acknowledge that he does things. Did you not see the thing I said the other day that showed I appreciate you? Did you not? You didn't probably even look at it. I sent it to you.
What did it say? Tell me what it said.
Open it. Go open it, guys. Open it.
Tell me what it says. Give me like a prequel.
That's the thing.
Give me a little prequel of what you said.
It's saying that how much I appreciate you and I see all the work that you're doing.
Is that you said that?
Yeah, it was a meme I sent you.
Is it?
It was. It articulated clearly exactly how I felt, so I sent it to you.
You sent me so many things. What is this?
No, I don't send you a lot of things. I think it was like one of the last things I sent you.
The last ones? Is it something classroom?
There is a driving technique that
no, not that.
What is this? Whoa, what is it? Oh, see,
probably before it.
No, see that? Look, you sent me Moon this jerk thing. Okay, send this to your man. Here we go. Oh, see it? This one right here?
Yeah, read it.
Send this to your man. Okay, one. No, I don't say it enough, but I see you. I see how hard you work, how you show up for this family, even when your tank is running on empty. That's true many times. I see the way you love me in your own language, even if you're not always flowers and poems. I see how you
take my cake. For example, he'll take my car and get gas for me without me asking. See those things? I noticed them. Go ahead. That's the thing that I am saying. Why are you putting it down?
I thought you want me to read
No, I
the
was
whole
just
thing?
don't be like that. Go on.
You want me to read the whole thing? We get the point.
No, go on.
I'm sure we get the.
No,
I'm sure we get the point.
You don't want to read the whole thing?
You want me to read the whole thing? I'm sure these people don't want to hear the.
Okay, forget it. But my point is, you see, I do show him I appreciate him. I do tell him. He'd even look at that.
That's how you show the appreciation. But you know what I like you to do? I like you I like you to ask me and say, babe, listen, I know you've been doing a lot of work. Like, what can I do to alleviate that? Not just send me. You mean invisible? Good job, babe. Keep on the good work, man. High five. like no, because that's what that is realistically.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, see, I actually want to turn off the phone just now.
Horrible.
See, his pops called me.
You gonna answer?
Yeah, I answered in the middle. Yeah, oh, he's terrible.
You're not answering?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Next question, Joe.
So, what is one skill you guys would like to learn together, like cooking or dancing, or like an example of a skill that you guys would learn?
You know what
together?
I always wanted us to go do? Like the pottery class, like in Dirty. What? No, it was like Ghost.
Ghost. That's like an inside thing.
It is.
That's like an indoor thing. We should get like our own like a pottery thing in the basement.
And do it
in the basement and do that. That sounds like that.
That'd be. I feel like isn't that expensive? Probably not. Maybe not expensive. But you have to get that whole table. Then you have to get the clay, and that's a mess.
You must have too much mess. Yeah.
But I've always wanted to go do that.
Really?
I've seen places where you can like go and like it's like a couple's experience. You make something and they play music and then they give you food. It's like a whole experience. I've seen. Yeah.
And they give you food too?
Yeah, like maybe not a lot of food, but maybe like a charcuterie board or you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a mess up your hands.
So?
Maybe they should give like stick food, like food that you could pick up with a stick.
You are now thinking too much into it, babe.
I'm thinking if I had a place like
what's
that.
one thing you would want to do now? I said mine. What's one thing you would want to do?
One thing I want to do together.
See, he doesn't think about these things.
No, I know. I do. You know what? Because the thing I think about is like us traveling different places. That's what I think about. Things that would.
Skill.
Yeah,
like
a skill.
I guess if you're traveling, I guess.
Well, traveling is not a skill.
No, but I mean.
A language is another thing too. Like anything, really.
You know what? You know what we actually talked about? Yeah, language. Language would be good. Because Moon said something to me. Moon's like, we should learn a different language so when we're talking,
people don't understand.
People can't understand what we're saying.
Back in the day, my sister and her friends used to speak like what is it called? They used to talk it so good, and I used to want to understand what they were saying so bad, and I couldn't understand. Her and her friend used to talk it. Pig Latin. Latin. Onika, my sister, her and her friend Jacqueline, they used to talk Pig Latin all the time. Oh, and I never used to understand what they were saying. And it's like a whole language. They're usually I was like, what the hell are you saying? I never used to understand them.
I understood it, but
it's
like you have to go really fast. The people that do it really fast,
they used to do it fast.
When they do it fast, then you can't understand.
They used to do it fast.
What is winning?
But my sister's smart. She speaks French, so maybe that's why she picked up Pig Latin. So
no, I feel like that's something that friends like. They do together, and they kind of like create this kind of like
me and Tanika, we'll be thinking the same thing. You don't even got to say a word. It's straight telepathic.
No, what I see, funny. I seen something like that. What did I see something like that?
We just have to look at each other, and we know what we're thinking.
What did I see like that? I seen was like some kind of comedy show, some kind of show I was watching. I can't remember what they were looking, how women look at each other and they start talking.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
You know it's time to go, right?
Yeah. Doesn't say a word. You know exactly what each other is thinking. Yeah. But me and you have that too.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
You're so mad. See, I already know what you're thinking.
What am I thinking?
We can't say. That's leave something to the imagination.
That was funny. That was funny. We laugh about some funny things like I swear people must look at us.
Yeah.
They're like, what's wrong with these two idiots?
People look at us, guys, and they think that like we're like stuck up.
Yeah, they think we're still.
Well, we're not. We just enjoy each other's company.
Like you're so like I see like maybe we should talk about On the next podcast. We talk about it next. But that's
a whole topic.
Like a whole different topic to squeeze out us now. Any other questions, Joe? What else you got in the bag?
I have a couple more.
Do you have some in the bag? I think you have something in the bag. Joe has a bunch of. He has like a 2 pages over there.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions, but I got one for you.
Okay, you know what I always want to ask you, babe? Would you ever go to therapy?
I think we talked about this before. We did talk about it before.
We did.
And we said that we have our own therapy. This is.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Own therapy. Rome.
Yeah.
Run it.
What's something you've been proud of achieving lately? Doesn't matter how big. That you'd like the other person to celebrate with you.
I already know.
What am I saying?
The podcast.
The podcast, yeah. Definitely.
But I've been more attentive in terms of asking you questions like, when are we, you know what I'm saying, things that we need to do. Like, I've been showing that I care. Listen, I have no problems being transparent. He is the one that initiated this podcast, and he takes control. When he's the kind of person that's very hands-on and takes control. So that's why I step back and I feel it's like his baby.
That's not true.
And even if he asks me questions, he vetoes everything that I ask him anyway. Even if I put my input.
That's not.
He has a very strong input in things. So I'm just going. I feel like I'm just going with whatever you want to do, babe. I just feel like I'm going with the flow, because even if I say something, you'll veto it.
You know, this with her. She cares. I feel like she cares about like other things that's happening besides because let me tell you something. She will be on. She's the type of a girl like she likes watching whatever other people are doing, because there's two kind of people. There's consumers and there's producers, right? I'm a producer. She's a consumer. A lot
of my consuming has helped this podcast, because I being the consumer, I know what people like to see. So don't act like my consuming skills hasn't helped this podcast.
Yes, but there's a certain point where you have to be able to separate all the consuming. You got to balance the consuming and the producing. You got to be able to use some of that consuming in order to produce more than you're consuming. You get what I'm saying? Or no?
I'm letting you
look at me.
I'm
because I'm asking you a question.
Yes.
I'm asking you a question.
I get it.
You get it. Well, you're stuck.
Freaking talk to me like a child.
You see this right now? Condescending, all kinds of nonsense. Yeah.
I do it, guys. Do you see what I mean by he likes to take control?
Listen, she likes when I take control.
I do. I'm not just being that.
I don't think this relationship would not be what it is.
Except it is what it is. It is what it is. How does it always come back to these dirty stuff? These innuendos.
I don't. I think they're picking it up.
Well,
Rome.
I got more if you guys are ready.
What happened?
I got more if you're ready.
Rome, you gotta be blasting these off, Rome.
Blasting off?
You gotta be blasting these off. Listen, Rome, man.
You're the producer.
Listen, we gotta be blasting off. You can't just be sitting
I'm
there.
I'm letting you guys go about
all this empty space. Warm up.
I'm letting you guys go about. Like, you guys start to interject and add more stuff. You guys do it all the time. You did it like 5 times already.
You're 5 times already?
Yep. But if you're feeling stressed, what's the most helpful thing the other person could do or not do?
When I'm stressed, he cannot. What would be helpful if he did not? Because he back to the empathy thing. He's not very empathetic. So if I'm stressed, he's like, "Oh, get over it. You'll be fine. Buckle up. Move on." That's your attitude. It would be helpful. He doesn't hold space for me to ever feel stressed. He doesn't hold that space. He's getting better. He's getting better, but that's definitely not his his area of expertise. He doesn't hold space for people to feel bad. No, you don't.
Do you feel like your life consists of a lot of stress? With?
See,
Her life does not consist of a lot of stress, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't.
Okay, you're right.
Do you feel as if your life consists of a lot of stress, right?
What
do you feel as if your life consists of a lot of stress? Right? Is your life stressful?
But it doesn't matter if I go to work and someone pisses me off. But I listen. I'm not.
Do you call me when they piss you off?
Listen.
Do we have a conversation about it?
I'm
Who do you
not.
call?
I don't
Ghostbusters?
get stressed a lot. First of all, I don't get stressed a lot. I'm a kind of the glass is half full kind of person, and I don't let a lot of things get to me. Would you not agree?
Yeah.
So if I'm stressed about something, you should be like, you know what? She doesn't get stressed a lot. She doesn't really get upset a lot. This obviously something bother her. Let me allow her. No, but that's not a logical point of view.
No, she's talking madness. Because what happens when she is stressed and when something does happen, she calls me. And me and her have conversations on the phone. She's like, "Oh, you know, this girl pissed me off at work." Blah, 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 blah. And
I'm talking about like.
And you know what I do? No,
but that doesn't happen a lot. Anyway.
Yes, but you know what? And you know what I do when she does that? I allow her space to say what she needs to say.
But the difference between me and you, the difference between.
You see that? You see that? You see that? No, go ahead.
The difference between me and you is that I don't let outside things affect my mood. That's the you will let like I'll be like, babe, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't wake up. Sometimes you'll just wake up in a bad mood. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like nothing even happens, and I'm not like that at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. So I don't get how people just wake up or nothing can happen and they'll just be in a bad mood. If something's bothering me, I will more articulate how I feel and move on. I don't hold those feelings. You hold feelings. When I say hold feelings, like you'll let something affect your mood for like a day.
Let me tell you something.
Is that not true?
No. Let me tell you something. If something bothers me, and mainly if I wake up and something's bothering me, it's because of something that you've done. That it's something that you've done that you listen. Like we had a whole. When was I not feeling for like a whole week? When was that?
No. When was that? You got over it.
When was that?
But the other day.
Hold on. Let's talk because listen. Even though and I never even went on and elaborated on that situation. Even though you knew the situation, I didn't elaborate on that situation at all, right? And when you say that I'm waking up like this, is because I'm thinking like, is this girl serious?
Okay, the other day,
I'm like, is she really serious?
Babe, we got past that. I'm not talking really about serious? That. So we've
and that's the reason why I was I woke up like that because I'm like, no. I'm like, and this person's not even taking accountability. He's not saying anything. You know what I'm saying? So how am I supposed to like be comfortable and be like, Jaja, when this person's not taking account, not saying, you know what? And it's not like she can't speak. She could speak.
That time had passed, right? We got over that hump. It was one time last week, okay? Because that time had passed. We had got over that hump. We're good. There was just one day last week where I even left in the morning. You were fine. You were fine. You were good. I called you like on the way to work or when I got to work, and your whole mood changed. I was like, what the hell? Don't you remember? I'm like, babe, what's wrong with you? And I think it was because of the podcast. You're like, I just feel like you're not like. I think that's why you but like out of nowhere. You just be thinking shit.
No, it was not. It was not
so
nowhere.
What happened?
It was not nowhere because what happened was there's a situation that happened with the pod that I had to come back home and I had to re-edit a situation. Something happened with this new download that we did. Something happened that messed up the whole project. So I had to start something that I already did all over.
And you took it out on me?
No, I never took it out on you. I never. No, has nothing to do with it. And there's certain things. Hold on one second. It was overwhelming, and there's certain things that I needed you to do that you weren't doing at that point.
Did you communicate that to me?
Yes, I already told you. No, you're lying because I already told you that, and I asked, and what I said to you was, like, did you do this? And because that's what. Yes, I asked you to do this, and you're like, oh no, babe, and immediately because that's just.
But you were just already mad. You were already mad.
No, babe, I need right there. I needed,
and you were just looking for anything else to be mad at.
No, I need that. No, I need this space. I need that space to be like, okay, you know what? At least this is good. Because one thing I like when I call you and you say that, okay, but I've already done that. That makes me feel good.
Okay.
That's why you do.
Anyway, guys, I'm always right and he's always wrong. But let's wrap up this episode.
She's just trying to wrap up the thing right now.
No, give me a kiss. I love you.
Good.
And he's doing an amazing job. And I will admit, I've been taking a seat back because it's a lot of editing stuff that I don't know about. But maybe there's some things I can sit with him, and I feel like even if I sit with him sometimes and watch what he's doing, but sometimes he'll be like going over one clip a million times. I'm like, what am I saying? This is sometimes I come sit with you. I come sit with you, and it's like you're going over the state, like editing. I'm like, okay,
well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like you could say like, listen, do you need me to do anything else that will help ease this situation? That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna come back, guys, next week, and he's gonna give an update. Okay?
I'm gonna give an update, and still has it sitting
kick me out
the
house.
backseat.
They packed up my things and kicked me out the house. Okay, guys, thanks for watching the Sometimes I Can't Stand You podcast. See you
Until next week. Whooshes.